Hey guys, so today's video is on actually building on the previous video on a fixed versus a growth mindset. So if you have not watched that, you can watch that first. If not, it's fine. So it looks like having a growth mindset is this new cool thing in town. Everyone wants it, or everyone thinks they have it, but do they really have it? So enter the forced growth mindset. So a forced growth mindset, what it means is that you're actually tricking you to thinking that you are actually growing while you are actually not producing any real results. And that is like what Tom Brady shares, that the whole idea of a growth mindset is to ultimately be good at something. And so there are actually two main parts of a forced growth mindset as defined by Carol Dweck. So the first part is called praising ineffective effort. So a growth mindset is certainly about effort, but it is not about just effort because praising ineffective effort won't lead to progress. So this is actually heard in phrases like, hey, at least you tried your best. And it's like telling yourself that you accomplished something without evaluating whether, hey, did you actually do it or not? Or it's also like the consolation prize or the certificate of participation, that everyone gets in the competition, regardless of who wins. And I'm sure we know we all got that some point in our life. And I actually like how Carol Dweck puts it when she said that back when we were young, a lot of parents or teachers say, praise the effort, not the outcome. And she says that is wrong because you should actually praise the effort that led to the outcome or the learning progress, and you tie the praise to that. Because it's not just the effort, but it is also the strategy, and it's also about supporting the student in finding another strategy. So don't praise users' effort. And the second part is positive thinking without accountability. And what Tom Bailey says about positive thinking without accountability is that you are not moving forward because you are giving yourself this emotional reward of success for something that isn't effective, or you're also not holding yourself accountable to the results. And this can also be the kind of thinking that you have, right? That you think like, hey, you're awesome, you're great, you're amazing, but what do all this actually produce? And the whole reason behind the growth mindset, as Tom also always says, is to ultimately to get better at something by gaining mastery and then also getting better fulfillment. So let me just share with you a personal experience I had when I was just 15 years old. So back when I was 15, I was playing rugby for school for a period of 5 years until I was 15, and then I left to actually join my school's badminton club. And the reason why I decided to join badminton was that during the final 2 years of rugby, I was just sitting on the bench because I wasn't accepted in the school team. Yeah, so anyway, so I decided to play badminton for fun after school, and it actually was my mom who recommended me to join the badminton club. So what she did was she got me this latest badminton racket. It was about $200, and she also got me signed in for badminton private classes outside for a period of 5 months. Okay, so then it came to the final day where they were going to audition us for the badminton club. So I remember stepping in and I was so surprised because the guy who was evaluating us was actually the same coach who was training me for 5 months. So I felt more confident because he also recognized me. So so then the audition ended and I was actually so excited to hear the results. So the conclusion was I was not accepted into the team. So after hearing that, I was so devastated. I was like blaming my coach. Like, what on earth? You trained me for 5 months, and then why couldn't I get in? And so guess what happened next? Okay, so I actually after that I actually called, or I got my mom to call him to actually cancel all the remaining classes that I had. Yeah, because I really blame him for his lack of ability to teach me. And then I just decided to pick up another sport in basketball, and this time it was just for leisure. So looking back, I mean, I really blame my coach and really not myself in my lack of ability. Because, I mean, if you look at it, right, it was only 5 months of training for badminton. What was I really expecting from it? And the kind of $200 racket, it just gave me more assurance that I could just perform better instead of really putting in more time and effort in training. And what I could have done was I could have continued training even harder instead of kind of giving up. So now I really want to adopt a growth mindset, and that I realize determines or demands a overhaul of my whole thinking patterns. And I realize the most important skill is to be self-aware. And the, the thing about being self-aware is that it is really very important if you want to understand where your thoughts, where your emotions, where your beliefs, where your behaviors come from. And if you're unable to identify, for example, the kind of negative habits or thoughts that you're having, then you will never be able to change them into healthier ones. And with a forced growth mindset, it really shows that you are not responsible for your failures and you're also not responsible for your growth. Because when are not self aware and you avoid responsibility and you're really closing your mind off to the things which you could actually learn throughout this process. And if you can successfully catch yourself and you start thinking negatively about something, or if you can really train your mind to focus on being solution oriented, on growth, of you getting yourself on the path of saying yes, then you can ultimately get yourself a step closer to achieving your goals. So actually this is a topic which is still trying to sink in for myself, and I'm still working on it as I really want to adopt this growth mindset. However, it is also about sitting down and putting in the effort and just really see, hey, is this actually translating into results? So, I mean, that's all from me. And if you still have not signed up for my talk to give a speech to 100 people live virtually, inspire them to take action after that, sign at the link below. Thanks for staying till the end and see you guys next time. Goodbye.